Hello, fam. Welcome to Flower City Blooms. My name is Miguel Cortez. How does your garden grow? We planted some seeds on the 6th. Today is the 15th. It's been 9 days. I thought I'd do a little garden update, kind of let you know what has worked and what hasn't. We definitely had, let's call it an oops. We um we planted 6 seeds. If you watch the previous videos, 5 of the seeds popped. So Humboldt seeds, yeah, man, I'll take that germination rate, absolutely. But the first seed that popped, I killed, and I'll tell you how. I think it happened, at least. I think it happened with VPD. VPD stands for vapor pressure density. And basically, what it is a plant, from my understanding, again, I am no scientist, uh, the plant has stomas. Imagine a stoma being like a mouth or a nose, where the plant can breathe and uptake, like when you foliar spray and you could feed a plant like that by spraying it through the leaves. That's through the stoma. Vapor pressure density is created between temperature and humidity. So I planted this little gentle seed and put a humidity dome on it, so the humidity would be 95% because that helps with germination. It sprouted. It sprouted first. It sprouted in 3 days. Sweet. Super excited. Jumping all over. Hey, I'm going to have a plant. Um, and I left it in there because I was going to wait for the rest of them to sprout. The problem and you can find charts for VPD. Um, Pulse Grow. It's a company that makes equipment. They have some really cool charts on it. I don't use any of their equipment, I'll be honest, but like their charts are great. I happen to have the AC Infinity 10, which the controller 69 tells me all that. So I don't have to really deal with that too much, but you don't need that in order to figure out your VPD. Um, so I basically think what happened, VPD is like if the humidity is too high compared to the temperature, there's too much moisture. If you've ever been in a sauna or anything like that, the more moisture it is, it's hard to breathe. I think I strangled my little girl by leaving her in that dome. I reached out too late, but that was fine. I reached out to a basement grower, Joe, through his DM, and he said usually takes about 24 no later than 48 hours after they sprout. So I killed my plant. Um, and one of them didn't pop. So now we're down to 4 out of 6 that I have to grow. I'll show the inside of the tent a little later. One of the 4 only has one cotyledons leaf, I think it is. The very first 2 leaves that come out, they have a special name. It's something like COTEYLDON or something like that. Cotyledons, let's call it. It only had like one, and the other one's all like crippled. So I don't know if that one's going to work either. We may only end up with 3 plants, which will make me a little sad because I was really wanting to do 6 plants to fill the tent quick, have a very uh, shorter vegetation period, and turn them to flower so I could run it in and out. But 3 or 4, it'll still fill that tent. I'm just going to have to do a longer vegetative state. You know what I mean? Originally, I said, what did I say when I was doing the plan that I wanted to veg 21 to 40 days? It might still be that. We'll see. We're keeping track of everything. But it might be more like a 50 to 60 day veg if I need that much time to produce the amount of colas through such training techniques we'll go over in the future as LST or low stress training, topping. That's the other reason I wanted more plants, was to be able to show more different techniques and compare them to each other. Another lesson I learned, besides get your new pop seedlings out of the humidity dome in the first day and a half, is when you're labeling and organizing everything, which I'm a huge proponent of, wait till the seeds pop first. Because now I've got Hella Jelly number 3 and I've got Hella Jelly number 1, but there's no Hella Jelly 2. It doesn't matter. I'll still be able to keep track of everything because it's labeled, but it's a little goofy, you know. We have Blueberry Muffin number 2, which we named Aaron. that failed. So Hella Jelly number 3 became air intake 2. It's just a simpler way to do things is, label the pots when you put the seeds in them so you know, but wait till they pop before you start writing your journal names, start writing, the pots that they're going to go on. As far as cooking the soil prep, that's coming really cool. Clover, I'm not seeing a whole lot of. Every now and then one will shoot up, but that alfalfa is like a field. So vapor pressure density, you want to be like 0.8 to 1.2, according to the charts that I see. Like my tent right now, it's been staying between 70 and 75. My humidity is between like 55 and 62 is where I'm trying to do it. And when I show the inside of the tent here, you'll see the equipment I'm using. I got a little dehumidifier in there, a humidifier, and a little like oil space heater to try to do it. But it's fall in Rochester, so the basement right now is not giving me too many problems, which I'm very, very happy with. That's really all. I mean, not much is going on. Most of the plants popped in 4 days, the seeds. The one popped in 3. I killed that one. The other 3 popped in 4 to 5 days. I've been spritzing them with unchlorinated water, 2-3 spritzes from like a dollar store water bottle in the morning, 2-3 at night. I know they say you should try to just do your watering in the morning after they wake up, but before I'm going to night, I'm noticing the edges of the pot are like drying out towards center, and I don't want to go to sleep and wake up to a dead plant, so I give it a couple spritzes to hold it over. Not sure if I'm overwatering or underwatering, but I am sure that I'm keeping the soil in my nursery pots consistently moist. So like if you have any young seedling watering tips, please, man, throw them in the comments. Let me know, because I mean, I am here to grow. I'm here to grow with you, both in the garden and as a person. So, if you could help me out, that'd be great. If you have any ideas, if you give me an idea and I don't use it because I'm a stubborn, kind of guy, don't take it personal either. You know what I mean? Let me take a break from this rambling and take a look at the inside of the garden. So here we are in the garden. You can see how thick that alfalfa is coming up, like I told you. We've got this one here, which is blueberry muffin number 1. Just sitting there. I added more soil to the top. These were taller, a little lanky, but I filled up the pots today just to stabilize and give them a little more time in those pots to root out. Here we have Hella Jelly number 3. This is the one I was telling you, really, I'm worried is not going to make it. You can see it really only kind of has one healthy cotyledon leaf, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to keep it and keep babying it and loving it because, love will help a plant, man. There's been plenty of studies that say talking to your plants. This one, I threw more dirt in because the pot was too low. I don't know why I kept this pot per se out of all the other pots because it's not the AC Infinity pot. It's not as nice as the other ones, but I did. And if you notice, it doesn't have any of the grommet holes like this, so it's kind of a dumb decision. I just noticed I did that. So this one will definitely be either more topping or I'll put holes in it to do the LST. It's one of my healthier ones, I think. And this one's Hella Jelly as well. And this one here is Blueberry Muffin. And this one here also has a very nice, healthy top crop. So, like, when these do go into the soil, you see I just got them sitting in there. They're not in the soil. This dirt, I'm hoping, should be really ready to give them the life that they deserve. And if you come in the back of the tent, you can see what I was talking about. Here's a dehumidifier, a little oil space heater, a little Grovee humidifier that hooks to my phone. So that's nice. And we got our 400 watt AC Infinity board, light, LED, Samsung diodes, all that stuff. Sitting right there. I got about 2 feet up. We got the AC Infinity oscillating fans. And I'm not sponsored or anything. I just like the equipment, man. It was very fairly priced. I tried to figure out how to build a grow room. And for the $900 it cost out the door using some of like, might have used from the stash or Mr. Growit's discount codes. Carbon filter. And then this is that 69 controller that shows me my temperature, my humidity, what I have things set at. Yeah, guys, that's basically all that's going on. Not a whole lot. You know, I'm assuming be another 10, 12 days for these little guys to get to a point where they're going to root out and I'm going to transplant them. So that will be a future video. I'm also tonight going to start the video on making lactic acid bacteria. So when these are ready to be transplanted, I can water them in with that and help release the nutrients a little more. We'll get more into that. And I hope your garden is growing healthy. I hope you are growing healthy. And as always, fam, stay great.